Good afternoon, Wisdom Walkers. This is Wisdom of the Week for the week of December the 11th. We are getting very close to the end of the year. The question this week comes from a young man who is in the process of really looking at his behavior in relationship towards women in regards to all of what has been going on with perpetrators and men who are doing sexually inappropriate types of behavior has come to the forefront. So kudos to him. I mean, more men hopefully are doing that, really looking. So he had a conversation with me, and in that conversation, we were talking about control dramas. And so his question was, how does control drama have to do with inappropriate sexual behavior? And I think it's really about how does control drama have to do with any kind of inappropriate behavior? Because just the word control says something's wrong. The only person we can control is ourselves. So trying to control somebody else and also even situations that we really can't control will bring cause a lot of pain and suffering and really bring an unhappy ending. Um, so first about control dramas, the man Redfield who wrote The Celestine Prophecy, a seminal work to help us really open up our consciousness here on the planet to become more conscious, to start moving out of what I call 3D um, mindset, three-dimensional, where everything is about survival and we're willing to do whatever we need in order to survive. It's also about limiting ourselves to just the five senses and not realizing that we have more than that, that we really do have a soul, and that soul needs to be taken care of, and that the soul, taking care of the soul, is how your other needs really can get taken care of without you hurting yourself or someone else. So James Redfield says that there are these four basic control dramas that people will do, especially when we're in a situation, either uh, in a time frame or in our life, where we don't feel secure, where we're feeling afraid, where maybe we're not liking ourselves, our self-esteem may be low. It could be vacant, meaning on the outside it appears like we got it all together, but inside we're feeling really, really empty. So control dramas will come up. They are also associated with trauma. If you've ever been in a traumatic situation where your control was taken away from you, you will definitely develop the habit of trying to control everybody and everything around you. I know about that very well. Um, so basic control dramas, one is poor me. So when you're playing the role of poor me, there's always something wrong with you. Um, and you're not doing what it is you need to do to get back into balance or enough of what you need to do. When you've always got that poor me going on, that situation, that's a control drama because that's a way to get people's attention and to control how they relate to you, which is they've got to be trying to help you, take care of you, something like that, that poor me. Um, the other one is being aloof. Aloof is where somebody asks you, what's wrong? And you're like, oh, nothing, when clearly something really is wrong. Another way to, again, grab people's attention. The other two are ones that are not as passive as those first two. These are more direct, and they are playing the interrogator and being an intimidator of someone. So, doing those 20 questions when somebody is sharing something and you think it's your job to, strip them down in terms of what they're thinking about. Now, unless they're paying you, like people pay me, to do that is not something we should just be doing automatically. It's not okay. Um, so those are kind of the four basic control dramas. But in terms of this whole issue of sexual behavior and out of control sexual behavior, I want to add three more. And the first one is manipulator. So if you're not feeling that you are worthy of a relationship, if you're not feeling attractive enough for a relationship, you think that that's what it's really about, it's all external. and you're doing that 3D dance, well, then in order to get into a relationship or get somebody's attention, you will become very manipulative. You will believe that you've got to take on getting that person to want to be in relationship with you. And I know we all know about that. Um, but, as we grow and develop, we're supposed to let that go because it really doesn't work. Again, you can't force somebody to like you or love you. The next one goes a little deeper. This gets into being the spy or the stalker. And so this is where you are, you know, behind the scenes looking at somebody on Facebook, are actually stalking them, um, learning their routine just so that you can see them. Um, and trying to learn them again, it gets into a manipulation too to figure out how to get with them. And then, of course, the last one is what these men have lost their careers and jobs over, and that is being a perpetrator. That's where you directly are using both psychological, emotional, and physical tactics to get someone to be or do something for you that you want. So, control dramas really come out of, again, our fears, our disbelief in the fact that we can, really have loving, soulful relationships. But if we stay on the surface, if we play ourselves as sexual objects and um, allow ourselves to be treated like that, then control dramas will be very much a part of the relationship. And it grows into codependency and it gets ugly after that. Most domestic violence, really, the kernels of it begins in control dramas. So there you have it for this week. I hope this is helpful, especially if you find yourself right now either in a situation where you're feeling like you're being controlled or you know that you are being controlling, whether it's passive or aggressive. Um, it's time to stop and find your way out of that situation because it will not end well for you or the person you are trying to relate to. And again, most importantly, remember that if you don't like or love yourself, nobody else can. And so the real work, if you want to be in a relationship, especially a loving, functional, healthy, balanced, harmonious relationship, the first step is to really learn how to love yourself and to take on that good work to uncover where it is that you may be blocked to doing that. It's wisdom for the week. Have a wonderful week. It's an Earth week, so it's all about giving support. So I will see you next Monday. Take good care. Bye bye.